Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Netflix's new film, Passing, and this is from writer-director Rebecca Hall, who most recently killed it in The Night House and is a really underappreciated actress in her own right, and now is directing this film based off of a 1920s novel, which I think this is a very interesting choice for her to be starting off with. Definitely a challenge for her, focusing on women of color in a black and white film. And she really goes there in terms of, like, this is a striking, like, visually appealing film that not only is in black and white, but it also has that vibe where they go for an aesthetic that makes it feel like this is a film from a different time. With the sound and the lighting and how they shoot everything, the production design is impeccable, and the costumes are impeccable, the hair and the makeup. But this black and white is so saturated in light, it definitely felt like something that they were shooting back in the early age of Hollywood. And I really appreciate that. It gives this a very lived in, and you feel like you're there in it, in this time period. And you have Rebecca Hall tackling this idea of these two mixed race women who reconnect after years, and one of them is married to a black man played by, and that's Tessa Thompson's character Irene, who's married to Andre Holland's Brian character. So, like, she's married to a black man, she's living this life, and she's living a good life. But then you also have Ruth Negga, who plays Claire, who is passing as white and is married to this bigoted man played by Alexander Skarsgard. And, you know, Skarsgard and Holland and, like, Bill Camp pops up in this film as well, give some really solid supporting performances to really bolster the main performances here. But Thompson and Negga give fantastic performances. They have some great chemistry together. Thompson is, you know, assured and strong and really makes some great choices, especially in one particular scene that she has a reaction to something that Skarsgård says, and it's just, like, off the charts. And then you have Negga, who has this very specific air about her, this confidence, this kind of energy and charisma that she presents in this film. And she definitely has some tough moments and some very strong emotional moments. And this film, you know, I think could have dug a little deeper into these themes and ideas, and I don't know that potentially reflective of, like, Rebecca Hall trying to take on this story that's very much a story of mixed race women. But I think it really does a fine job. It hits a lot of, like, the surface level kinds of things, but also does leave you with a pretty tragic and impactful climax to this film that really sends this message home of the struggles that these women were in. And, like, it was great to be able to pass as white, but what happens if somebody finds out? And this film poses that question in a very emotional and impactful way. And I think Hall does a really great job in this debut feature for herself, with some great technical filmmaking aspects and getting out some great performances from Negga and Thompson. And even if it might not be the deepest and the most impactful telling of this particular story, I do think it is still impactful and will make you think and try to process some pretty interesting ideas and themes about race in it. So I think Netflix has themselves a win here. So show this some love and go stream it right now. But those are my thoughts on Passing. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.